Welcome back, Diecast Emporium fans. Today we're going to take a look at a classic construction model, the 1:48 scale Caterpillar 988 wheel loader. This model was produced in 2008 and was limited to 2,500 pieces. This is what CCM refers to as a closed edition model, meaning it is no longer available directly through the manufacturer. As many of you may or may not know, the 988 was produced by Caterpillar during the 1960s. At 63,000 pounds and 300 flywheel horsepower provided by a D343 Cat diesel engine, displacing 893 cubic inches, the 988 was designed to produce results. The machine went on to be a favorite among miners because of its wide range of buckets and 29.5 tons of breakout force. As far as the model goes, we'll start with the features. It features a removable cab, an articulating body, functional rear suspension and fenders, see-through engine compartment, and error-correct paint and decals. So onward with the review. As you can see, it has a very, very nice open engine compartment here, which when brought closely to the camera, you can see the amazing amount of detail that's inside there, and it's made very, very well. One of the biggest selling points for this model, which I think is very, very cool, is the ability to remove the top of the cab. You can see here it's got 4 drilled out lifting eyes, so you can actually pose this machine with a crane having its cab taken out. Just lift straight up, and there you go. Inside you can see 3 joysticks, a plastic operator's seat and steering wheel. So very, very basic. Also, it's difficult to show, but if you look just beneath the steering wheel, in this area right here, you could see some foot pedals that are also accurately detailed. So, as a wheel loader does, it's got a great range of articulation. It's not up to the standards of today's models because this machine didn't have that much articulation. Underneath, you can see the Classic Construction Models logo. The rear diff has been modeled. Some good oscillation across the rear axle, and a towing hitch here as well. The front has a great looking bucket. Some aggressive teeth here. Now I bought this second hand, so there's a very annoying paint chip here. There's a couple paint chips as well on the cab. But don't let that detract you too much from the model. On this side, very similar to the other side with the visible engine, the Caterpillar logo up here with metal hand and grab rails, and the Cat 988. Now what was really cool about this is the fact that if you were to go over some rough terrain with this model or pose it, the fender actually goes up and down to accommodate that, so the tire doesn't get destroyed in the wheel well. So that's a very, very cool feature that I've seen on very few scale models. On the back, you can see a perforated engine, which is drilled through. Looks great. As I mentioned, the tow hitch, which is just there for show, and those old school lights as well. So, let's see how high it will go up. You got to be very, very careful, of course. You don't want to do it too much and break your model. But that's about the extent of it. The dumping range is not the best, but it's good enough to dump anything out of that bucket. So let's bring in a Cat 769 truck here. Also in 1:48 scale, made by CCM. And as you can see, the machine has no problem loading the dump truck or clearing it. To give you even a better view of that, there you go. No problem. So overall, the Cat 988 wheel loader by Classic Construction Models really is a nice model. There's no question about that. However, the issue now, which has nothing to do with the model, it's just the fact that some people are asking ridiculous amounts of money for one of these. When these originally were produced, they retailed at about $130 plus shipping. I think that's a fair amount. To be honest with you, I probably wouldn't go any more than $175. But I certainly would not pay the $400, almost $500 that these are fetching for on some of the auction sites. Great model. but certainly not worth that kind of money. So as always, guys, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, questions, comments, concerns, please leave them in the comment section below. Be safe, take care, and we'll see you next time.